Hey y'all, Donnie Keith here, aka Auntie Peaches from the Aunties Radio Show, also on The Voice of Reason. I'm here to say that ever since my man started taking A game, he's been on top of his A game.
What?
When I say A game, I mean his A game. He's more focused. He's definitely working out more. His attitude is better. And he's not complaining of all over body aches due to poor blood circulation, because A-Game provides great blood circulation, if you know what I mean, ladies. That blood circulation. Sometimes I have to hide the A-Game in the bushes when I'm out walking the dog just because I want some sleep. If you know what I mean, ladies. Stay on top of your A-Game, fellas. Get your A-Game.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to all of the visionaries out there. Salute to the A-Game Nation. We back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course, and I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button for me, fam. Start off by hitting that like button. After you hit the like button, share the show. Share this show. Share it on your community tab, your Discord servers, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere that you share videos. Share this video, man. Get this video out. It's very important that we get this video out, man. So share this show, because we're gonna get into it today. But before we get into it, make sure y'all go and check out my pre-recorded video that I premiered a few hours ago. I just started a new premiere series. Everyone, make sure y'all go and check that out. Y'all can easily access that by going to the playlist section and click the playlist. They Are Not Your Homies. They Are Not Your Homies. That is my new premiere series. Make sure y'all go and check out episode 1 right now, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Let me get over here to the chat room and let me shout out Sir O in the building. Salute to Sir O. Shout out to you. Shout out to my brother Tone Malone in the building. Day one supporter. Salute. Shout out to Mace. Appreciate you, Mace. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate your support, man. Shout out to the Crimson Cure, aka Mrs. 50K. Mrs. 50K, salute to you. Much love to you. A-Game Nation in the building. And thanks for kicking it off right. She said, support what's going to help you offline. Powerful statement, Kendra. I appreciate the love and the support. Shout out to the Crimson Cure, aka Miss 50K in the building. Shout out to Third Ward in the building. My man Suavemente in the building. Salute. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy in the building. Shout out to Fierce Soul in the building. Shout out to Shango Zulu. Salute, salute. Shout out to Miss Queena in the building. Always holding down the chat room. Shout out to you. Shout out to Seven Holiday. Shout out to my man Rob Mack in the building. Salute, fam. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy for hitting the super chat. He said, peace, DS1. You doing the good work, fam. Man, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate those kind words, my brother. Shout out to you, man. A-Game Nation is in the building. Shout out to you, family. Shout out to you, fam. He said join button. Hit the join button. Appreciate you, fam. Much love to you. Always appreciate your support. Shout out to Larry Vaughn in the building. Salute, fam. Appreciate your support. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. What's good, Miss Angie? Always coming through, holding down the chat also. Much love to you, Miss Angie. Shout out to Bronze Dip in the building. Salute. Much love to you. Appreciate your support. And shout out to y'all, man. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Before we start today's show, make sure, because this is part 4. This is part 4. So what I need you guys to do, if this is the first installment you're catching, go to the playlist section, click the playlist, go ahead and click the playlist, and check out episodes 1 through 3. Click the playlist, We Are at War, and check out episodes 1 through 3. Go and binge watch it. Go and catch up on the content if you haven't. Much love to y'all. I see a couple of people in here that haven't been here in a while. So make sure y'all go and catch up on the content on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Salute to everybody in the building once again. Y'all see today's show, man. Today is part 4. Part 4. Part 4 of the series Black Men, We Are at War. Black men, we are at war. And we always have. I think a lot of us understand that. A lot of us were at war since birth. But today, we are going to go into some more specifics. See, because as I always say, Black men were at war, but this war is multifaceted. And we're fighting it on so many different levels that a lot of us brothers don't even think that we're actually going through anything. They think that we're actually not being attacked and this is just life and things like that, man. But once brothers really sit down and begin to read things outside of the box, meaning what they're used to, and getting outside their comfort zones, they'll understand that there's a lot going on in the world that we may have been asleep about. You see? Black men growing up in a world with persistent barriers to wealth. Black men growing up in a world with poor health conditions due to not having affordable health care. And these are just some of the things. That is not a normal way of life for people. And you have to understand, brothers, that everybody don't live that way in life. And see, I'm explaining that because a lot of brothers think that, man, that's just where it is, DS1, man. Man, that's just how shit is. No, it's not, bro. It's not. We're at war. There's groups of people that are waging war on us on multiple levels. This is why we deal with the issues that we deal with. It's not natural to have to grow up in the projects. What was the purpose for even creating projects? To house Black people. So that's not normal. We have to stop normalizing dysfunction. We have to stop normalizing what we call here in the A Game Nation, shout out to Dr. Holman, the lost value system. We have to stop thinking that following this is normal. It is not normal. Okay? And I'm telling you, brothers, this because, as I said a couple of times here on the show, that maybe about a year or two ago, I just realized that depression is not normal. That showed me how much healing that I still need to do for myself. Because I thought depression wasn't depression. I thought it was just you going through something at the time. You know, things are weighing on your mind, and you know, you can't figure things out and it's stressing you out. Sometimes you don't want to eat, you're very irritable. I'm thinking that's just what we go through, you know. And I've said it for years, like, oh, that's some man shit. Depression, that's nothing. That's some man shit. Men deal with depression. That's part of being a man. No, it's not, DS1. No, it is not. You should not have to live your life depressed. You should not have to be dealing with depression that you had since you was 5 and 6 years old. That's not normal, DS1. I had to actually learn that. I had to go and sit down and read that shit. Depression is a disease. But the lost value system gets black men to normalize dysfunction. It gets you to just say, this is what it is, what it is. That's where you get that from. Man, it is what it is. That's you accepting and submitting to this. Man, it is what it is. I got to just be out here getting it how I live. If I got to sell crack till I die, I just got to sell crack to feed my kids till I die, because it is what it is. That's a man submitting to the lost value system. That's a man that's not willing to fight. And we know why a lot of us don't want to fight, because we've been subverted. And when you've been subverted, it's easy to be defeated. You see? It's easy for you to be defeated. It's easy for you to be deceived and to further teach you how to deceive others. See? It all coincides with each other. Just like now, and for the past 10 years or so, we've had copulation manipulation going on. This is what has been at the forefront in the media. This is what they've been promoting. This is what the gender war is all about. They are trying to manipulate us sexually, brothers. Copulation manipulation. We all know what copulating is. Sexual intercourse. Sexual intercourse. But when you look up copulate, it says the dominant male having sexual intercourse with the female. you see why they say the devil is in the details? Because it says dominant male. And we already know black men have been conditioned to not see themselves as dominant. See? They already playing on your mind when you read the definition of copulate. See? And that plays, see, once they get the subversion to work, then they begin to throw little things in there. So when you're reading about copulation as a black man, you start thinking, well, and black men are not dominant. How are we dominant? How are we dominant? You see? This is manipulation, brothers. You see? You know what else is manipulation? The lost value system. That's why the lost value system is what? Backward, upside down. Manipulation. To get you to question what? The truth. The truth. Not to follow what you know is true and to do what you know is right. Let's get him to second guess if what he doing is right. Let's get the black man to question if he should even have a family. Why do you want to have a family, black man, when you already come from a broken family? Y'all got to follow me today. Y'all got to follow me today. Keep up. Keep up, because we going there. Shout out to Rob Mack. Appreciate you, fam. Y'all got to follow me. You already know, Larry. You already know, my brother. You already know. Why would you want to have a family when you grew up with no love and support? Why would you want to have a family if you grew up without one? See, I asked that question because that's the shit that a lot of brothers think about when they girl tell them that they pregnant and they not ready to have no child. See, now you want to go back and start thinking about shit. Now you want to start reevaluating your life. Because now you might have a child. See? So now you start thinking about how you grew up as a child. You see this shit? And if you grew up following the lost value system right here, you grew up without no love and support. So why would you feel guilty about not giving love and support to your child? Y'all gotta follow me. See, because this shit is deep. It's not as simple as we try to make it. You see, because right now we're talking about biological warfare. We're talking about biology. That's what we're talking about. That's what's affected during copulation manipulation, black man. Your biology is manipulated. This is why you cannot just be laying up with anybody. And we're going to get into that a little bit later in the show. I'm letting you brothers know now. I'm not sitting here judging you. You could do whatever you want. I'm not the penis police. But just understand how powerful sex is. Not only for women, but for you. You see, I understand, we be putting in that work on women or whatever. Some of them get sprung. Cool. But let's talk about what happens to us. You see? See, because y'all don't want to leave the gender war shit alone. Y'all don't want to stop talking about females. Y'all don't want to move on. And it is because y'all have been manipulated. See, I I thought as a collective, the men got all this shit out. They got all their feelings out about what happened. But I see it's not. It's not. And that's because you dudes don't understand that you've been manipulated. You've been manipulated sexually. You still haven't gotten over that little, you still haven't gotten over her, her little twang. You haven't gotten over it. Now, this ain't me, oh, GS1 shaming men. And no, we not doing that. We telling the truth. That's what we doing. Let's not sit up here and act like a lot of these dudes are not still hung up on their ex-girlfriends and the way that they was having sex. Let's not act like there's the majority of these guys who has problems with their women in relationships. A lot of them, it's not relationship issues. It's not. It's not. It's personal shit. Sexual hangups. A lot of you dudes got turned out. And when I say turned out, I don't mean, in a funny way. A lot of you guys just got turned out on some of your chicks that you laid up with. And you don't know how to function now because of it. Because you got to understand how powerful sex is. Sex ties into your what? Biology. Sex can control how you think and what you feel. Brothers, I need you to understand this. This is not about me telling you where to stick your Johnson. This is me telling you the effects of not being aware of how powerful sex is, because this is a biological warfare also. The war is fought on a biological level too. You see? I need you brothers to understand this, because a lot of this stuff you guys don't know, and then a lot of stuff you guys just won't admit. See? A lot of you guys don't know how to handle when you get into just a strictly sexual relationship. And I'm not here to be the relationship guy, but I'm going to explain some things to y'all today. And I'm going to explain it because I went through it myself. I've been caught up on some good twat. I have. All dudes have. Don't ever let a dude tell you no chick ever had him hooked. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. See, do not allow yourself to be manipulated through sex. Now, that's going to be hard because what? In the lost value system, it's ran by money. And hoes love money. We ain't talking about women. Hoes love money. They love money. And men, we are carnal. We're carnal by nature. Sight. This is logic. This is why we operate off what we see. because we're logical. We're linear. You see? But you have to understand, brothers, just because you're a man and you're carnal and you're physical, that's not the only part of you. You see? See, this is why you think that you're not affected by sex on a psychological level, on a spiritual level. You don't understand that because you're stuck with the thought that men are physical. So you think you not being able to get over homegirl and y'all only had sex a couple of times, you just think you want to have sex with her again. No. You got to understand that your spirit is calling out for something that she actually provided to you. And you have to understand, brothers, that you may not even know. But if that female was more in tune, she can know and she can manipulate that. She can manipulate that. See? See, brothers, this is why I say we got to heal before we build. This is why I say this. Because a lot of us brothers, we grew up with mommy issues. When you grow up with mommy issues, it's easy for you to develop an attachment to a certain type of woman. I need you to understand this. And you also can develop a fondness for a certain type of hoe. You see? See, because don't think hoes take care of men too. They take care of they dudes. You see? And you can be drawn to this because of unresolved trauma. You see? This is why you see the ball players, the NFL guys. Why you think they all like being with hoes? Because we're talking about copulation manipulation. These dudes cannot be with regular women because they're not functional. These are not functional men. And when I say functional, I mean fully functional. Fully functional. Not just functional as in I wake up, I get some money, I go out, I spend some money, I eat some food, I take a shit and go to bed. See, that's what happens. That's what most men do that follow the lost value system. You see? Because they don't really have no purpose. This is why when these women get with these types of guys, they treat them the way that they do. They treat them the way that they do. Because these women know that this dude is hooked on my box. He's hooked on that. He's hooked on how I sexually treat him. And they use that and they manipulate you. What do you think the Kardashians do? Brothers, you got to understand, this is a biological attack. This is biological warfare. They're attacking our biology. Understand this, brothers. This is why it's never good to be a Jonathan. Because being a Jonathan is a disease. You got to understand. See, the hoes know. The hoes know it's a disease, but guess what they know the cure is? The cure is what's in between their legs. See, that's what they were taught. That's what they were taught. This is why I say we got to heal before we build, brothers. Tricking and being a Jonathan is a disease. That's not just something normal men do. Normal, functional men are not tricks. They're not Johns. That's dysfunction. Understand this, brothers. This is not me shaming you on what you want to do. If you want to trick off your money, that's what you want to do. But don't try to then make it seem like, oh, this is just what all regular men do. No, that's not true. And how could you say that this is what normal men do when we're following a lost value system? We're not living in a normal world. The system that we live in isn't normal, isn't functional. So how the hell our behavior is going to be normal? Man, DS1 tricking is normal. No, it's not. You think it's normal because you follow in the lost value system. And the lost value system is promoted as the winning value system. Because what? You can accumulate the American dream following the American value system. And what is the American dream for most black men? Cars, clothes, and hoes. Cars, clothes, and hoes. See, you got to understand that's warfare. That's warfare. You see? Because that's how they're able to dictate what you're going to do. And if they know how you think, and what you're going to do, they know what products to market you. They know what services to market you. They know how to, design the landscape and where you should live, and people who think like you should live. You see? So if two people who don't care about themselves is copulating, why the hell shouldn't they live in the projects? Why shouldn't they live in squalor and filth? This is how these people think. This is how these people think. This is why, and shout out to the Crimson Cure again for sending me that video with that Russian scientist who was breaking down subversion. If they have convinced black men to operate the way that they operate, so why wouldn't they create projects? See, you got to understand, this is warfare, fellas. This is warfare. This is warfare. How do we slow down the birth rate of black men? We create a gender war. And we have women who promote to other black women not to have black babies. That's boys. And then we get the black men to respond by saying, don't deal with black women. Who wins on either side? That's my question. Who wins on either side? When we're both dysfunctional, we're both living a backward life, who wins? I'm going to tell you who wins. This who wins. This who wins. And you know why they win? Because you don't understand copulation manipulation. You don't understand biocothyron and how psychological warfare and copulation manipulation tricks our biology. It tricks our biology. It tells you to do what? To hate black women. Because the same people told black women to hate you. See, this is what we not seeing here. See, we're not understanding this because we don't understand manipulation. We don't understand warfare. We don't understand warfare. We don't. That's why we need to leave the gender war shit alone. Because we're going to lose. We're the ultimate losers in that war. And I already broke it down. You see? Don't sit here and keep trying to fight against hoes or winning. For what? We're in America. We're in America. Why wouldn't hoes win in America? Do you understand what America's really about? Do you understand what the lost value system is about? Hoes are a necessity in the lost value system. Let me repeat that. Hoes are a necessity in the lost value system. They are a byproduct, just like niggas. Just like niggas. You see? But if we don't understand what this is all about, why they're uplifting hoes, why they're putting hoes on a pedestal, it goes back to what? Propaganda. Mass deception. So if we get Megan Thee Stallion and the city girls to coach all these women on whoredom and how to be hoes and how to be good hoes. How to be good hoes. You know, they teaching hoes how to have manners. This is manipulation. This is to further fool us, black man. So now they know how to use a knife. Now she not trying to cut her goddamn steak with a butter knife. Because her goofy ass went to whole etiquette school. Why do you think this is occurring, fellas? Why do you think you're seeing all of this in the world? This is warfare on us. This is warfare on black men. You don't get it? Stop crying about it. Understand what it is and fight. You don't fight by crying. You fight about speaking out against this shit. And by not supporting hoes. See, you can't cry about something you're paying for. Stop paying for these hoes. Stop keeping them in business. Because hoes are in high demand. But they're not just in high demand for us black brothers. Hoes are a byproduct of America, of the society in which we live in. What are you talking about? Prostitution is the oldest profession in the goddamn world. So we surprised? The problem is, brothers, we have to stop allowing ourselves to be manipulated. And the way that we do that is first, we understand that we've been lied to. Okay? Understand you've been lied to. Stop believing lies. See, that's the first goddamn problem. That's why spiritual value was the first value. Because if you're not standing on truth, you will never understand none of this stuff. You'll never get it. You'll never get it. You'll never understand the true war and how to combat it. You'll never know. Because you're too busy trying to validate a lie in your life. You too busy trying to prove to everybody you somebody you not. So you're never going to learn. You're never going to see how you're supposed to see. I told y'all before, black men are too goddamn worldly and wayward. We're too goddamn worldly and wayward. We're too worldly and wayward. A lot of these problems that we saying we have, this shit is warfare. It's deeper than just, man, these women ain't got to listen to nobody no more. It's deeper than that, homeboy. It's deeper than that. You dealing with shit on a surface level. This is why shit is not being solved, brothers. Because we're not dealing with things in the way they need to be dealt with. See, you cannot solve a problem by just putting it off. You got to solve the problem. And the first steps is we got to stop lying to ourselves. Stop lying to ourselves. Stop lying to yourself. Okay? Understand what this shit is about. It's warfare. And it's waged on you. It is waged on you and your family. Okay? Understand that. Understand what copulation manipulation is and why you need to stop being a Jonathan. Because as you can see, what's been going on lately, you Johns have been taking these women out. Y'all been taking these escorts out. Not women, these escorts. I see a lot of y'all Johns starting to kill these escorts. And what are these dudes telling these chicks when they see what's going on? Shout out to my brother, the Book of Rona. He said, keep cooking. We got to go there this evening. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my brother. A-Game Nation. But what do you see in the text messages from these Jonathans? You lied to me. You lied to me. You manipulated me. You manipulated me. Why did you lie? You hurt me. Let me let you know something, black man. She doing what she doing because she trying to survive. So are you. See, let's talk like adults. She just trying to survive like you, bro. That's all. She doesn't even understand the psychological warfare and the biological warfare that she's under by taking on the life of being a hoe, by being a 304. She doesn't understand how that is tarnishing her biology. You see why a lot of these women can't sleep at night? Because they up thinking about their past. Them demons are playing on them. It affected their biology. Because biology is what? What you think, what you feel, and how you think. So you're wondering why you see these little hoes on Facebook. Can't sleep. I'm up. Who's up with me? They're under biological attack also. They're under biological attack also. See? Because to be a whore is a demon. That's a spirit. That's a spirit. If you ever been around some hoes, it's a different spirit around them. It's very dark around them. Lot going on. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But it's because they're under biological attack too. And they don't know. All they know how to do is go and feed. That's all they know how to do. Just like you. Just like you going to feed that urge, Jonathan, she's going to feed that urge too. See, this is copulation manipulation. This is what they did to black men and black women on a sexual level. So now we can't bond together. And if we do, it's some tumultuous shit attached to it. Because when black men and black women are dealing with each other outside of the realm of exchanging sex for money, pimping and hoeing, John versus the 304, when that's not going on and you're actually sitting down having a conversation and all of that, it's going to go left because that is a result due to the warfare. You see? This is why you can't get along outside the bedroom. This is why as soon as you're late on a bill, she want to curse you out. Because we're being attacked biologically. It started in slavery, on them slave farms and them breeding farms, where they made black men a buck. That's biological warfare, psychological warfare. This is why you still hear women today having trouble with men who can't do what? Can't keep their dick in their pants. Where you think that come from? That come from the buck on the breeding farms. He don't put his dick away till he done smashing everybody. Psychological warfare, biological warfare. Because brothers, just think about you got 8 women lined up. You got 8 women lined up on this machine where they just waiting for you to just do whatever you want to them sexually. Just run up in them. That's going to do something to you psychologically. That's going to do something to you psychologically because you're going to be wondering, and mind you, you don't stop until they tell you to stop. So not only are you being implanted with this manipulation, but so is she. So is she. And now when you try to get together and be a family, it's issues. You got to go through this, you know, these hang-ups. These hang-ups. You see? Because when these types of things happen to us, right? When we're involved in things like this, you have to understand that a biological change occurs, brothers. You're not the same dude. It is not normal to be having sex at 10 years old, brothers. Y'all not following me, man. Hit the like button and share the show. Y'all not following me, man. Y'all not following me. Y'all not. Y'all not following me. Y'all see, brothers, if you want to stop being a Jonathan, you know what you're going to have to do? You're going to actually have to get to know a woman. See? You're going to have to leave the hoes alone, which means you might have to abstain from sex. And once again, we're talking about abstinence, so that goes back to spiritual value, which will strengthen you as a man. It'll strengthen you as a man. If you want to stop pain, abstain from sex and try to find a woman. Get to know her. Go in the house earlier. Stop getting in your car cruising the streets when you know the hoes out. Now, I'm not, well, we do know it, you can see a hoe any time of the day. But y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all like to cruise the streets after 10 o'clock. After the news go off, you run into the store. When you know where you live at, you know it's hoes out there. And you know that you have an affinity for hoes. You like that type of sex. See, this is why I say it affects your mindset. Because it's not that you have an affinity for the female, you have an affinity for the type of sex that's going on. You see? See, I know a lot of y'all don't want to admit this shit. I mean, but it's going to come a time where you're going to have to tell yourself the truth. I'm not asking you to tell me the truth. I'm here to just advise you on some things so you can be better for you, not for me. I don't want you to be better so you could show me. I want you to be better so you can prove it to yourself and actually teach your family. It's not about showing off for me, showing me what you know, showing me what you got. And it's not about me doing that for you. It's not about that. It's not about that. So you can do what you want to do. You see? But just understand when the results come, then you'll remember some of the things DS1 said in today's live. Sex is a spiritual act that is carried out for most of us on a physical level. But we all know that you can have sex. You can have phone sex. You can have cyber sex because it's a spiritual thing. The energy that you receive from it, you don't actually have to participate in intercourse. And this is how men are being manipulated right here online sexually with these pictures these women put up, these videos, their voices, because they understand that a lot of Black men have been through sexual trauma also. Sexual trauma is not always molestation or rape. Let me say that again, brothers. Sexual trauma is not you always being molested or you could have got raped before. That's not always sexual trauma. Sexual trauma is you could have been getting humped at a certain age and you didn't even know what the hell was going on. Now you wondering why you know you can't control your urges sexually. It's not always, the extreme. You see? It's not always the extreme. It's not. You could have grew up playing 7-Eleven. Hide and go get it. We did all this, fellas. We did all of this, man. Hide and go get it. Hide and go get it. 7-Eleven. Listen to the games. This is subversion, y'all. So from young, we was taught to copulate in a manipulated fashion. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is a store. But of course, when we played the game, it was 7 kisses, 11 humps. But 7-Eleven is a 24-hour store. Hoes are always out 24/7 too, like 7-Eleven. See? And then as we got older, see how it works, fellas? You see how the manipulation works? Now you up late at night like 7-Eleven. Now you up cruising the streets and the only thing open is a 7-Eleven and a hoe's legs. But you grew up playing 7-Eleven. We grew up playing 7-Eleven. I'm telling y'all, fellas, when I say we at war, man. We're at war. This is not no, man, he just saying anything. No, we're at war. We're at war, man. In real time. In real time. See, we can keep pretending like this is not going on. But the results show. The results show right here online. The thirst that a lot of you dudes have. The thirst that a lot of you dudes have. It shows. You see? See, because your thirst fuels the manipulation. Your thirst keep hoes in demand. So it keeps the cycle of manipulation going. Because as long as hoes are in demand, a hoe gonna show up. That's business. That's why everybody love to come here and do it the American way, because this is a free market. This is a free market. So if men are demanding this service called an escort, right? If we keep demanding this service, someone's going to provide it. Because what? We're in America, and America is ran by what? The lost value system. The lost value system is ran by money. What is a hoe controlled by? Money. What is a John controlled by? Money. Because if he don't make no money, he don't get no goodies. He don't get no access without the money. You see how this works? And then, brothers, a lot of us live our lives like this for so long that now, when it's time to settle down, you can't find nobody. You can't find nobody decent. You can't find nobody now. And you know why? It's because you did it all wrong. You did it backward. You did it backward. Our goal in life is, as black men, are to be family men, to be a family man. Okay? And see, men, as I said before, men don't care about hoes. We don't care. You know why? Because a hoe is living her life backward. I'm living my life upright to the best of my ability. So I don't care if they winning. They're winning in their world. You see? Y'all don't get it. They're winning in their world. If you don't exist in their world, what does it matter? If you're not following the values that they're upholding, why do you care? You have loyalty in your profession. What Chris Brown said? These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. Because a hoe is a profession. And in the lost value system, in the professional realm, there is no loyalty. That's why he said these hoes aren't loyal, not these women. These hoes. They ain't loyal because it's a profession. Hoes are professional. They're professional. That's what they do. That's what they contribute to the world. Sex on a platter, sex on a menu. That's what they do. That's their profession. And in that world, there is no loyalty. So, black man, with us not having agency already between each other and from no one else, why you dealing with hoes? They not loyal. They not gonna make sure you don't go bankrupt. They're gonna make sure you go bankrupt. That's part of their profession. See, don't allow yourself to be manipulated just for some box. Just for the shot, just for the chance to get a little shot, of that pie. Don't destroy yourself in the meantime. Because that's what a lot of us are doing. And it's because we don't understand biological warfare. We don't understand how we're being attacked biologically through the promotion of hoes, through the promotion of the Brittany Renters. This is why I said 2 years ago to stop talking about them. The more you talk about them, the more they're gonna pop up because they in demand. Oh, I got 70,000 YouTube channels talking about me. My price just went up for you niggas. You know Brittany Renner could do that? Do y'all know that? She could charge dudes more now because of all the exposure she get. Stop talking about these hoes. Stop talking about them. You give them relevance, which equals demand. When a product or service is in demand, that means what? Somebody need to come and fulfill that order. Somebody need to come and fulfill that order. See, we're being manipulated, fellas. We're being told that hoes are important through the promotion of them. Megan Thee Stallion. Who gonna check me, Pooh? Real Housewives of Atlanta. Real Housewives of this. Real Housewives of that. They're promoting hoes. Hoe motion. And that is to do what? To play on how you feel and what you think. So now, even when you try to look for a woman, brother, you start comparing her to hoes. Tell me if I'm lying. Man, she ain't a 4. She ain't a 3. Yeah, that hoe is. That hoe is. You dudes don't even be comparing women to women. Y'all compare women to hoes. That's what y'all be doing. Oh, she too fat. Yeah, compared to that hoe you got on your screen, that's a hoe. What you talking about, bruh? What you talking about, Willis? That's a hoe. What you doing? That's who that up there? That's Sin Santana? That's a hoe. Erica Mena? That's a hoe. So why are you comparing women to hoes? Because you've been programmed to do it. You see? They already manipulated you to do it. Which then you'll end up getting with a hoe and copulating with her. Which then keeps this cycle of the trifecta of biology, culture, and environment on autopilot. On autopilot. You see that? You see that, brothers? You see that? Stop comparing women to hoes. You comparing the weight of a woman to a hoe's weight. This woman, you know, she go to work, she live a regular domestic life. You comparing her to Jada Waiter, a chick who live her life doing walkthroughs and getting on a plane and flying to other places to show her ass and get paid to show her ass. You're comparing women to them, brothers, and you're doing it unknowingly because you've been manipulated. And this is why trick sex is dangerous, because then you don't know how to decipher women from hoes. You start saying they all the same. They all the same. Because you so used to laying up with hoes. And then you think because this hoe say something nice to you, now she's a good woman. No, she's a hoe. And she's a good hoe. See, understand this, fellas. See, I understand we've been manipulated because this is war. Do you know more hoes than killed dudes? Than some dudes? The easiest way to get to a lot of you dudes is to send a hoe. That's all I gotta do. Send a nice little hoe. You'll get up, you be on the internet talking red pill this, red pill that. Send a little hoe to you. That'll calm you right down. See, a nice little hoe. Nice, dangerous one, too. She keep her feet done and all that. Dangerous. You don't even understand that because this is war. Why you think I always told y'all the covert hyena is the most dangerous of them all? Why you think I told you that? I told you that 3 years ago. Why? Why? Because they show up as women. Hey, they show up as that and throw you off. You know, when you pay your money, they be nice to you. You know, let me take your shoes off. They take your shoes off for you. You start thinking she a woman. It's a good hoe. It's a great hoe. You want to make her your girlfriend. That's why they got something called GFE, the girlfriend experience. And a lot of you dudes, I bet you a lot of you dudes pay for the GFE because you want to kiss a hoe. You want to make out. You want to make out. And a lot of brothers get caught up in this because we don't understand what we are dealing with. We're at war. We're at war. Understand this, fellas. This is warfare. So you got to understand what everybody around you is about, what everybody around you is on, because this is warfare. In warfare, the best way to win a war is to not fight in the beginning. Remember what the scientists told us on episode 2? We at war, subversion. Go and check it out. It's to not fight at all. It is to destroy everything around you. To destroy everything around you. You're following me now? Is it coming together, family? Is it coming together? That's what they do. So if they want to attack the black man, what do? They attack our women. How do they attack your woman? Hey, we giving out money over here. We giving out vouchers for Target. Money. They play into what? They play into a female's nature. You see? So the lost value system feeds the woman's vanity. You see? It feeds that part of her. You see? And they convince her that that's the only part of herself that she needs to live. You see? You see? And then they get her to now ingest everything that comes along with the lost value system, which is the culture and the environment. Right? So now what happens is they train our women to think that they could train us. Hence why homegirl said black men are a byproduct of black women. You see why she said that? You see? You see why she said that? You see? Because when a woman who's following the lost value system brings that to a man who's following the lost value system, and now y'all together can live the reckless life that y'all want to live to get the things that y'all want. Which leads to what? Destruction. And that's the plan. To destroy the black man and the black woman. Because then guess what? There's no hope for the children. So if they can get us to be manipulated in the sexual realm, they can then control our future. You see how this works, black man? You see how this works? See how this works? So when I say we at war, brothers, it's not a game. There's a war even on your testicles. There's a war on your nutsack. There's a war on your nutsack. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. There's a war on your balls, black man. It is. Because whatever comes out of there, these people want to make sure they're in control of whatever comes out of there. This is war. This is war. Brothers, if you still haven't understood this, go to the playlist section of my channel. Check out the We Are at War series. Start from episode 1, man, up until this point. I will be continuing the series. I appreciate everyone for coming through today. Shout out to everybody that is in the chat room. Let me scroll up and see if I missed anyone. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to everyone for coming through. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the show. Shout out to my sister Crimson Cure for doubling up. She said, Cook, support this important content. Shout out to Miss 50K in the building. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share today's show. If you haven't yet, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to all of the visionaries, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. Everybody holding down the chat room. Salute to the A-Game Nation for always coming through and holding down their brother. Shout out to y'all, man. DS1 Raw, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. This is part 4 of the We Are at War series. Stay tuned for more, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box, and at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.